Well, they're always going out like gold, silver, platinum, but when you look at where we're evolving now, like the government wants to take BC electric, and the world's going electric. Well, they're looking at everything from zinc to nickel to all these lithium to all these deposits of minerals that we never really looked at before.
No.
And
no, if you are really serious into building electronic products, whether it's cars or computers or anything else, you need some fairly exotic materials. And so light and heavy rare earth elements are important. We've got 3 or 4 good deposits in BC. East of Bear Lake, there's what's called the Wichita deposit, which is light rare earths. And they're very active work going on there. And that, if it were ever developed, and it may be, it would be one of the top 15 or 20 rare earth deposits in the world in terms of size. So there's a lot out there, and they're not necessarily very big, But at the same time, it's thought that copper in the mineral industry is going to be like the next oil because it's needed for everything. It's one of the very best conductors. It's needed for all electronics, for power projects, for what have you, because power needs in the world generally are going to go way up. If you want to build electric vehicles, you're going to have to power them. And so that's going to call for huge amounts of generating capacity and copper.
Copper wiring for that.
Yeah.
I've heard we don't have the infrastructure to really support the electric car.
Well, we thought we did. I mean, most of BC's power is hydroelectric. And that's perfect for running vehicles because you're not burning oil or natural gas to generate electricity.
Yeah.
So it's really nice if you can use solar, wind, hydro, whatever else to generate your power. We've got all of those in BC. So we stand to be kind of an electric energy powerhouse for all of Canada. And so that's a good thing. I don't want to be too positive about this, but it's possible that the future of energy in the world is not in oil or natural gas, it's in electricity. Electricity, when you can't get it from hydro or anything else, or wind or solar, is going to come from hydrogen.
Yeah.
And hydrogen, yes, it can be found underground and extracted the same as you would natural gas, but it's not that common. Most hydrogen is going to come from splitting water, because water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen. And some really good ways to split water. Well, hydroelectricity is one, because it's zero emissions. To transition to that, you can take natural gas, and natural gas is methane. The chemical formula is CH4. So you can extract hydrogen from the methane. Now you're leaving behind carbon. Carbon can be pumped into the ground and stored that way. And you can take hydrogen, pure hydrogen, and you can dilute natural gas with it by up to 50%. That's what goes through your pipeline into your home. So you can take that natural gas and you can make it 50% pure hydrogen. You don't have to retrofit anything. You can just use it.
You just use it, yeah.
So there are lots of ways you can ease into a hydrogen economy. Years and years ago, I used to work for the Library of Parliament. And Parliament then created what they called the Alternative Energy and Oil Substitution. That's what it was, pardon me. Anyway, so we worked for a couple of years. I was a researcher on that team along with the members of Parliament. And the committee came to the view that the way Canada should be looking is in what's called an energy economy based on hydrogen and electricity, not on oil and natural gas, hydrogen and electricity. And we suggested ways you could transition to that. And it received a whole lot of press. This was back in the around 1980. Whole lot of press. And we made page 1 of the Globe and Mail until some guy in Turkey tried to assassinate the Pope. All of a sudden, we were back on page 10.
You just got moved pretty quick there.
But I still have people expressing interest in that report because it still remains pretty prescient.
Yeah.